My name is my name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Central Hill Road, Akron, Mississippi, 38841. I am still under attack by Scientology. People are driving parasites through my body from a remote location. I can also hear their voices. They are extremely hostile, demeaning. They keep harassing me and victim shaming me, scapegoating me, and assaulting me. They are premeditating my death. That's a word. They keep doing it. Yeah, they have them in my lungs, in my throat, in my thoracic cavity, my abdomen, up my neck and my brain, and various other parts of my biology. They are making a snuff film. Scientology uses extra-dimensional technology. They interface it to their brain and central nervous system. Most of this technology records sensory perception input. It records our sight, our hearing, our smell, our taste, our touch. It also records our thoughts and the visual processes of our thinking. They are using this technology of everyone involved to try to create a story. They're making a movie. They are staging events, modifying and manufacturing footage. Yeah, some kind of Christian martyrdom story. Yes, I keep getting assaulted over and over and over again while they while they sit up there and run their mouths, making a story. So Scientology, there are more than 3 dimensions. There are like 11 dimensions. There is also this dark energy or dark matter attached to our biology. We have biology in these extra dimensions. We utilize this biology to have an afterlife. So when we die, we live on. We are supposed to be a spacefaring organism. We are built like a tank. We have 11 dimensions, plus extra particles. We have a head covering that usually has horns. We have big hands. We have a soul tube, 11 dimensional organs. We have extra organs, tissues. We even have these tubes that come out of our feet that expel waste as we fly and consume the elements. We are Anunnaki. So Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology before we die. They remove part of it from themselves, and they turn it into upper dimensional vehicles. Biologies in which they can drive around in the upper dimensions. Yes, as if they were dead. They do this while still among the living. So they turn their Anunnaki into an alien, or multiple aliens. Stop assaulting me. I'm getting assaulted. Yes, this is a snuff film. Sometimes it's minor assault, sometimes it's major assault. So our extra-dimensional biology, it presents itself in layers. As it grows out of us, it creates a biology. And then as it transcends into the next 3 dimensions, it creates a layer on top of that biology. And then it creates another layer for the next 3 dimensions, and so on and so forth. Plus there is a dark particle or dark matter energy attached to us. It creates a whole new biology. So from what they've shown me, it looks like 2 biologies stuck together. They remove part or most of this biology from themselves. They have to leave vital organs and tissues behind so the origin biology can survive. And they like to remove the layers from the removed biology. So they remove parts of it, or they remove layers from themselves to turn into upper dimensional vehicles. Where these biologies can't function properly in this state, they are missing organs and tissues that are vital to their function. So they take organs and tissues from other humans and other species in an attempt to make themselves whole and function properly. They take organs and tissues from other humans and other species such as reptiles, insects, and worms. So there are a few types of alien forms: the blues, the bloods, and the grays. They make lizard people using lizard body parts. They make insectoids or bug people using bug body parts. And then they make worm people using worm body parts. Yes, these people are extremely criminal. This is Scientology. They are creating the aliens. I am extremely sick. These worms can be removed from me easily. So this technology that they use. First off, there's an entanglement property between our third dimension and our inner dimensions, or extra dimensions. If you remove a part of extra dimensional biology, no matter where you take it in the universe, you are still in this biology. You have to experience everything it goes through. So they use this entanglement process as part of their hive mind technology. They like to remove brain tissue, specifically the brainstem, the thalamus, and their eyes, and other parts of the brain. Their extra dimensional brain tissue. And there are compounds on Earth and in outer space that house this extra dimensional biology. So they have little pods or boxes or a shelving system in which they store these body parts. And then they interface this biology to a computer system using electrodes and devices and sensors and things. And from there they can communicate with each other, interact with each other in a digital landscape. And this also acts as a command center so they can drive their upper dimensional biologies and surrogates. So this technology also gives them the ability to drive surrogates, organisms that are not their own. They can drive humans, animals, insects, and worms in any dimension. Yes, these are humans on Earth doing this. These are living people. They have social security numbers and government names and everything. This technology, they also have wireless tech. So this technology interfaces with the origin biology, whatever they have left on their earthly biology. Plus it interfaces with their upper dimensional biologies. Okay, they have devices that interface to our brain and central nervous system, even our sexual organs. Most of these devices are recording devices, so they record sensory perception input and think in our thoughts and visual processes, or visual thinking processes. But it also artificially stimulates brain and central nervous system tissue. So they can isolate individual memories and thought patterns and stimulate this area of our brain. They can make you experience a memory or a thought pattern. They can even make you have a sexual experience using this technology. And lastly, this technology elevates hormones and neurochemistry. So they artificially stimulate their endocrine system, their glands, and hormone production. It elevates testosterone, estrogen, growth hormone, and even enzymes, digestive processes. And it also elevates neurochemistry. So they run energy through their neurons. This forces the neuron to produce neurochemicals, such as dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin, and other neurochemicals. And they can also elevate oxytocin levels. This technology has an extremely narcotic-like effect upon the user. It makes them high. Plus, a lot of these people are also abusing substances. So the Scientology community is a criminal enterprise. At first, they need stolen body parts to complete their Scientology process. If you go to a Scientology company such as Preservision, Yuma's, or Lizard Company, or other Scientology institutions, and purchase their services, they will remove your upper dimensional biology, and then they will steal body parts from other humans and other species to complete the Scientology process. So biological theft is a given. It's number one. And then these people are exploiting our societies. So if you have any kind of influence, power, or authority, my dad's a surrogate. So if you have any kind of influence, power, or authority in our society, these people will force you to assimilate. They want to control your job decisions and your influence on the public for monetary and personal gain. These people also kidnap people. They traffic humans. They are invading people's privacy, while social media and the marketing companies are stealing people's eye nerves and brain tissue, and they have compounds on Earth that house this biology. So they can invade our privacy and gain information about the things we are purchasing and consuming to try to increase consumerism and increase profits. This information controls the algorithms in which we see on the internet, Facebook ads, internet ads, and even the commercials we see on television. Yes, I am extremely sick. They're a communist. When they kidnap a person or force them to assimilate, they take over your life. And Scientologists have victims over and over again: torture, rape, and murder. They torture people to death and rape them throughout the process. These are the people doing this. Home invasion. They invade our businesses. They even use their upper dimensions as lookouts so they can break and enter. Please stop driving my words. I'm being assaulted. I'm under attack. Please stop. They contaminate our food and water supply with parasites and other contaminants, such as inverse separators and chemicals and poisons, toxins. Nobody. They destroy our environments. So this entanglement property that pertains to our biology also pertains to our environment, our homes, our businesses, our cars, our clothing, our food, our water. If you remove the extra dimensions from these objects, no matter where you take these extra dimensions in the universe, it is still attached to to the origin matter. So what happens is you can't remove energy from the particles. As the energy leaves the particle, space-time conforms to ensure that the energy stays within the particle. So it shrinks to zero as the matter is being removed. This allows them to take things like your home to a remote location and interact with your environment from a remote location in some manner. They can literally take it to a remote location and reach through it and interfere with whoever is in that home. Yes, they like to harass people, sabotage people. They cause car accidents. They make people sick. They may even turn the people closest to you into a surrogate. So if you are in a position to get to somebody in which they are desired to afflict in some manner, they may turn you into a surrogate. So your friends, your family members, your co-workers, your neighbors, your community, or anybody affiliated with you in any way is in danger of becoming a surrogate if you are a person they want to get to, which is in my case. Yes, they forced me to assimilate, and it didn't go well. So I used to be a political activist on social media. I had a large following, and we got a lot of things done in government. I'm also an author. I'm part Native American. My Native American name is Crazy Bird. I write literature. I wrote Crazy Bird comics. I wrote the Environmental Creation Agency or Environmental Control Agency. I wrote Divine Currency or Buffalo Dollars. I wrote Alien Bob, Bug Bob, Space Bob, and several other stories. These people got to witness me creating some of this literature. They became attracted to it. So then they started selling seats to my phone service to other Scientologists. They let other Scientologists read my mind for a fee, for personal entertainment, and to steal intellectual property. Yes, I've been writing my whole life. My mother is an author, and other family members are also authors on the Native American side of my family. Yes, there are also political activists in my ancestry. I am of Lakota descent. So then these people wanted the ability to produce literature for themselves, to create. They wanted my intelligence. They wanted to use it for themselves. So first it started with a tether. They tried to tether my brain to another human's, to allow my thoughts and my words to stimulate another person's biology, which stimulates their own thoughts and their own communication. So the words that were coming out of my mouth came out of somebody else's mouth. And then it turned into biological theft. So then they started removing brain tissue. They literally started using my brain as a transplant. So they started removing brain tissue, yes, my extra dimensional brain tissue, and sticking it in their own heads. Then some of it they put on devices and machines that allowed them access and control of it. Then it turned into a snuff film. It became apparent that I had worms, that they have fed me parasites throughout my life. Some of these parasites are like 30 years old. Then they started torturing me. So upper dimensional biologies come with special abilities. In the afterlife, we have powerful eyesight. We can see in all 11 dimensions, down to the molecular level. We can fly. We are invisible to humans. We can move energy around, particles around with our mind, with our nervous system. And we can perceive and interact with biologies on an intimate level. So we can see energy flowing through our brain and central nervous system of another organism. And we can see particles flowing through them as well, such as blood, water, food. These abilities are supposed to be utilized to create life and its environments. We're supposed to help life grow and develop. Scientology has created a conflict of interest never before seen on Earth. They are using these abilities to practice Scientology and to hurt people, to control people. Scientology has invaded every institution and every society known to man. They are trying to control the entire world, especially the USA. They like to drive parasites through people. So this surrogate ability to drive surrogates allows them to use a parasitic worm as a weapon. Yes, they're doing this to a lot of people. A lot of them do it for fun. They pick random victims or people they are at odds with, and they torture them to death. Some of these worms are genetically engineered. So there are bagworms, A-worms, trailing worms, kingfishes, and several other parasites that they use. So they torture me using their heavenly abilities, their eyesight, and these worms. They like to watch my biology function, and then they assault me in areas that is functioning while trying to keep my vitals intact. I have been mortally wounded several times, and then they applied life support. To keep me functioning. I'm getting victim shamed. They're saying I've somehow done something wrong which justifies their criminal behavior towards me. Yes, they're making a movie. I am extremely sick. I'm dizzy. I'm nauseous. My skin is burning. My eyes burn. I'm weak. I've lost a lot of brain function. I can't think properly anymore.